alongside us in the fight for freedom and democracy against Russian aggression, and who are on the front lines of Chinese. So what's the administration's strategy to respond to China's escalating retaliation and bring them to the negotiating table to deal with underlying issues? More escalation? I mean, I don't understand what is the pathway here at the end of the day. So we slap a series of tariffs on them. They reciprocate and retaliate and add tariffs to us. Where is the end game here? The action that the president has done again gets retaliatory tariffs. And then
President Trump has determined that tariffs are the way, tariffs are the right tool to be used in this situation to get the Chinese to change their behavior. We need to see real action on the part of the Chinese, not just the ongoing conversations that they keep having with us.
Well, listen, Madam Secretary, I regret that you were sent here because I don't think that you're really in the mix here on this issue. And you're sent here as cannon fodder at the end of the day, which is really a challenge.
You note Beijing's use of intellectual property theft, forced technology.
I believe the president is abusing his authorities. I think it is a massive abuse of his authorities. And the reason he's using 232 and abusing his authorities in this way is that 232 can be used with no basis. In other words, you don't have to go to the ITC or the World Trade Commission or anything else and prove something out. You can just say that it's in our national security interest. Again, we may move to autos, as I understand it. And again, I have no idea how the making of automobiles by others is a national security threat to our nation. So the president doesn't have to lay anything out using 232. We're trying to change that. People around this nation that are hurting, farmers or I happen to believe there absolutely is no plan, and in the mornings people wake up and make this up as they go along. And if in some uncanny way they figure out a way out of this, that'll be great for our nation. But I know today there is no end goal.
Country that has finally opened their markets to our poultry after years of effort that we undertook. I hope you will take back the message that while the president may be acting within his statutory authority, he is acting recklessly, he is acting dangerously in a way that is dividing us from our allies and that is imposing consumer taxes on the folks in our country who we most wanted to help. If we don't see a strategy that lines up, I think Congress will act to restrain his reckless use of this authority.
I'm glad that you're in the position. I'm sorry you got to sell the program you're selling today, but I'm glad you're in the position you're in. I'm reminded of the Wendy's commercial about 20 years ago.
Where's the beef?
When the little old lady in the Rambler pulls up to the window at McDonald's, pulls the wrapper off her hamburger and looks at it and says, "Where's the beef?" I mean, that was a great commercial, and they got a good bit of market share from McDonald's because it made a big point. And McDonald's actually changed their product line and increased the number of ounces in their hamburger because of that commercial. That's the power of a good point and a good plan. It is pretty apparent that we don't have a stated plan from a marketing or a business standpoint.
I would agree with the chairman.